My name's Michael Render, they call me Killer Mike, and this is Conversate. I just want to conversate. I just want to conversate with you. I want to convert. Conversate.
Hey man, welcome back to Conversate. It's another great conversation we're about to have, man, with a friend and a leader, man, Big Gipp, 1/4 for the Goodie Mob. We're gonna get to that. My usual, my partner, my pal,
Swiff.
and we got
your partner, your pal, your best friend,
yeah,
your big brother, and all.
Seals.
That's real. Shout out.
Bear today.
Now shout out to Bama, my big bro, man.
Gipp on them all.
And man, my absolute hero, 1/4 for the group that gave me the time of day. Even before Outkast, I met CeeLo, who gave me a lot of great advice and stuff. I remember me and my partners getting in a Chrysler New Yorker, driving up to Washington, D.C. for the Million Man March.
Yeah.
And jumping out, and the first people we seen was the Goodie Mob, man. And it made my day. And a lot of his verses have just, man, enlightened me. And we got Big Gipp, man. Thank you for coming on the podcast today, man. Like real talk,
when you
man.
come through here, we serving.
Hey.
Come on.
Gipp.
What's up?
Man, you unlike a lot of other rappers, man, have always expressed not a lot of other rappers in the city. You always been very proud to be from Atlanta. You always been very proud that you grew up, and I would call, a middle-class background in terms of you having a father, you were armed. Your dad was military, right? U.S. Army?
Sergeant Major.
You've always talked well of your dad, where a lot of times it's profitable not to. Like how did it all start with you? Like in terms of not just the music, but just the pride in who you are and where you're from. And how did the Goodie Mob start, and what's ultimately the legacy of you guys?
I think what started with me was like just his upbringing, just the upbringing of having a father, and a father that really didn't play didn't play the radio. You know what I mean? It was about respect at all times, and it was about you gonna do what I say, and it was about children gonna stay in a child place.
Hold on, Gipp. That might get you some trouble these days. What that mean, Gipp?
How can a child have any kind of voice in this world when they can't feed themselves?
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, in this world we living in now, we got adults listening to what children talking about.
Yeah.
And I think that's the scariest world you can be in.
Amen.
How can somebody who ain't got no experience at nothing tell grown folks how they feel or what they dealing with?
Yeah.
But if you hear a 10-year-old child talking about I'm stressing out, it kind of like, what you talking about? Stressing about what? You see? So it's like these kids have really picked up, and the internet has made kids feel like they're older than what their age say, because the internet, it just gives you information.
Yeah.
But it don't give you the experience. It don't give you what you had to do behind or nothing. It don't never give you the background. And kids feel like as long as you able to see what's going on the internet, that's the same power it gives them to question an adult.
So is it really, I'm one of the people, I'm a child advocate. I'm like, hey man, you gotta, children should have some say, some power, some control.
Not now.
I would say that to my granddad. He started laughing at me.
Yeah.
He said, well, you did what I did when I was 9. I worked in a sawmill.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna work in no sawmill.
Bert don't laugh at you.
But at the same time, it's almost like my big mama wouldn't allow that. Like my grandmama, man, she ain't like no sorry man.
And what's a sorry man? What define that?
A sorry man is a person that ain't got no life plan.
Yeah.
If you're not taking the responsibility of being the man of the household, like my mama and them, it was 7 girls and 1 boy. That were Uncle Brother.
Yeah.
Uncle Brother took care of everybody.
What's his name?
Uncle Brother.
Uncle Brother.
God damn.
That was Uncle Brother.
My sisters called 3 of my sisters called me brother. My name not even Michael. It's brother.
Hold on. Y'all might be from Anderson.
Uncle brother.
Yeah, Rockmart, Georgia, man. Like Uncle Brother, man.
Rockmart.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, like, even with that, my grandmother, my granddaddy, man, was one of the first black men they let work in the plants down in Rockmart.
Yeah.
From that, he started buying land. He accumulated to the time he died over 200 some acres.
Wow.
Right? My Uncle Lindsay, he was over the hill. That was Big Mama, big brother. Uncle Lindsay was the youngest black man to ever jump out of an airplane for the state of Georgia. He was he get in the newspaper and everything, right? So Uncle Lindsay as a child, he was a daredevil.
Yeah.
Uncle Lindsay had a club in his front yard.
Yeah.
It was called the Barn. That's where everybody in Rockmont went to party. So my family has always been like very, very got forward thinking in business.
Yeah.
And very forward thinking in knowing that self and taking care of self is the greatest thing you could ever do. Like, as a kid, we could go across from my Big Mama house, and my granddaddy still had his old cars in the woods, and you could still find jugs. Shine. My mama's mother, Big Mama used to run Shine.
Yeah.
From Georgia to Chicago. So my family was always into self-preservation, and at the same time, what I do to take care of you ain't your business. As a grown, that's not a child business.
Yeah.
But like now I think about it, when I was a little kid, big Uncle Brother would come up there, he hit everybody off.
Yeah.
He got 7 sisters.
Yeah.
You get one. Then Big Mama get some.
Yeah. So there really is a virtue in a Southern upbringing. There really is a virtue in masculinity. There really is a virtue in terms of being self-reliant.
Yeah.
That you've always preached even in the music. And that I see really brought itself. But it wasn't just books that you read. I remember y'all introduced us to Behold the Pale Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you was one of the first people to tell me to read that, y'all, the ISIS papers, thing like that. But you were prepped for that by a family from Rockmont that really essentially lived out the principles of self-reliance.
Yeah, and then all of my uncles, I mean, you gotta remember back then, growing up during the 70s and 80s, all of your uncles and daddies, they was in the service. So I had a Marine, I had the Air Force, Army, and my daddy was Special Forces, Red Beret.
Yeah.
Like, so for him, like, man, to grow up in the house with a person that been trained to kill, is a different atmosphere to be in as a young boy.
Yeah.
And it also helped me, whereas when I saw other folk in my neighborhood get into a physical altercation with their daddy, I was like, shit, I can't do that. I always knew, like, I can't fuck with it, man. My daddy told me, he said, hey, man, every bone in my body could be broke, but long this finger right here works, son, you ain't gonna make it.
Oh, man, I remember I turned about 14 years old, and Betty, man, she decided she wanted to whoop me, and I was tired of getting whoopings. Later on, my grandma went to tell, she's telling Shay on the porch, she said, I'm sorry. She told me, she said, I'm sorry I beat you so much. He said, but you was just so bad. I didn't know what to do, but I got about 14 and she was going to whoop me. I remember holding on. She pushed strong woman. I said, Mama, you can't, you
Why
just.
was you so damn bad?
I said, I don't know. I was Denise's son. Her daughter wasn't much better, but I was like, I was like, Mama,
so bad, right?
I was like, Mama, you can't do this, no, you just can't do this whoop on me no more. And she, she backed down, but later Bert came home and, Burke invited me. My granddad wasn't no violent man to me. He came home. He said, I want you to come talk to me. He said, he invited me in the bedroom. And I sat next to him. He's sitting right here where Swift is. I'm sitting where I am right now. He said, hey, I know your mama can be overbearing, and I know it can be a bit much. And he said, and he looked down as he was saying it. I realized there's a pistol in between us. Because I was pretty husky big one. And he said, but that's my wife.
Yeah.
That's my old lady.
Yeah,
He say, so, if your mama feel the need to hit you, you just take a couple of licks and you keep on ticking. He said, we understand one another. I looked at Bert. I looked at that pistol. I said, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we
yes, sir.
never have
yes,
no more problems. You know what I mean?
And think about that, Mike. That's not even prevalent in the world we live in right now.
No, yeah. I believe that sons are being trained to disrespect their fathers because of a lot of times resentment from, the mother relationship not working out. I feel like a lot of times black men are so unheralded that they empowered to not be listeners of, accepting the discipline of. Even if you look at Pee Wee League or youth league or college sports, it's almost like they prefer the father to be away.
Yeah.
So that they can serve as the male authoritative force in that boy's life. But I think fathers are important, which is, I talked about Travis Hunter and his respect for his father in an early interview talking about Deion Sanders. I feel like, man, in spite of what his father may have done and how the world look at him or criminalizes him, that young man respects his father. And that's a rarity. It's nothing like, to me, the relationship. I seen a drop that said, your father is the only man you're ever going to meet that wants you to be better than him.
Yeah.
You know, I tell my sons and I tell my nephews,
Me too.
I give you advice based on the mistakes I made. Not that I think I know better, not that I think I am better, but I want you to not have to make mistakes because I made it. I want you to understand.
Yeah, I have it a lot of times too. I just got one daughter, man. Lord Jesus. And man, them girls, man, them girls.
They're challenging,
they're
boy.
challenging. And one thing about a girl, it taught me how to have a conversation.
Yes.
Because I couldn't handle her like a little boy.
Yeah.
So having a girl first, it really helped me grow up.
Yeah.
Because even now, she can get mad at me and won't talk to me for 3-4 months.
Yeah, yeah.
But when she calls, I'm still gonna say, "What's up, baby? How you doing? What you need?"
That's real.
Cause it's like, hey man, I'm not supposed to drum to your beat. And I think that's why the world's so messed up right now, because grown folks ain't supposed to drum to the same beat as children.
Yeah.
And I think politics and I think where we are in the world, I think it's just permitted too much access too young.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's that mean to you, bro? When you say too much access to information or access to power?
It's information and experiences, and it's not appreciated. Like by the time we got, like, I don't even want to speak about my kids' experiences, like shit that they have experienced. I didn't experience till well into my adult life.
Yeah.
So they don't even really appreciate some of the things, or even know to appreciate. Not that they, like, I don't appreciate that shit. It's like they don't know that it's special.
Yeah.
They ain't have to work for it.
They ain't had to do nothing for it. They never even had to dream of it. It just happened.
You put challenges in your boy's life, though, whether it be physical challenges of sports and martial arts, whether it be the challenge of figuring things out themselves. And that was you, because I knew your father. Your father was removed from your life a lot of years.
Thank you.
But in the last few years of knowing him, I saw you really bond with him and gain some understanding. But you've given your boy a challenge where a lot of other people don't. You know what I mean? What brought you to that?
First of all, not have what you gonna make me choke up a little bit, but my mother and father divorcing when I was 5, us moving to Atlanta when we were 7. I knew at that point, because my father was Marine, I was the man of the house at 7. So I had to protect my sister. In my mind, I had to protect my sister and my mother. And living downtown, North Avenue and Peachtree Street, and then moving into a house in College Park, it was still like, I have to walk my sister to school. I got to walk her home. I got to make sure she's straight. So by the time I got married and had kids, when my son turned 5, I lost it, because I'm like, oh shit, this was my mother and father divorced.
Yeah.
Like, this was the shakiest year for me, but like, because for me, I'm like, I gotta be in his life.
Yeah.
I gotta be in his life. It was stressful to me. So I was like, let me straighten up my bullshit so I can be in my son's life. But I can't, and even to this day, I keep telling him, like, I never experienced unconditional love from a man. So what I'm giving you to, and that includes Corey, Joe, and Courtney, I never had. I never experienced somebody really wanting me to be better than them.
Yeah.
And then finally reconnecting with my father was like, he still was my hero, but it took my mother to say, you know, your hero never took you to the doctor, dentist, never went to PTA, nothing.
Damn.
And that kind of made me understand her better. You You know, so now it's like, oh, I need to be somewhere. I'm going to be there.
I think that came with our generation, you know, because, you know, I was, you know, my grandmother, you know, that wasn't my sister graduated with honors from Dillard. And my sister said, I knew granddaddy wasn't going to be at, you know, things like graduation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Say, because that wasn't his part. You know, and what you realized early is social anxiety. He didn't like crowds. You know what I mean?
That's dead.
But she say, when I came home, I knew he was going to be on that porch with his leg crossed waiting. Yeah. Baby, I'm proud of you. Yeah. And I just, man, I understand and appreciate you have been such an admirer in public about your father being that it all, man, you know, I remember when he left, man, everybody in the dungeon called everybody like check on Gipp, you know, and when he was falling, even, you know, sick, everybody was like, it was like we loved him because you loved him, and in the way you loved him, you being in a group with 3 other personalities, with, you know, with CeeLo, with Cujo, with Timo, you guys provided an amazing example. I remember, I loved Outkast and still do, and an amazing group, greatest rap group ever, in my opinion. But then in terms of duos, because I look at rap groups like you got duos, and then you got collectives, you know, bigger collectives. You got like your 3 and 4 groups. But man, there was something about the Goodie Mob. It was like the difference, man. It was soil of the earth. It was red clay. I felt like Goodie Mob represented an Atlanta experience that still goes underappreciated because you guys were conscious. You guys were aware. Y'all motherfuckers was cool too. Y'all remind me of Uncle Brother. Y'all really was not like our uncles and our big brothers. And so what put y'all together? What has kept you together? Because I'm sure I'm a part of a group and Run the Jewels. I'm sure there's been some differences of opinion and foresight. But I've never seen you guys be publicly disrespectful to one another. I've never seen you guys disrespect your audience. I've just always seen you guys have a dignity that a lot of groups didn't maintain all the way through.
I think it's simply the first thing, Mike, is when Cell Therapy came out, it gave us more responsibility and a new responsibility. Yeah. As far as the group is concerned, it's so funny that, you know, when we did the Outkast album, we wasn't the Goodie Mob. The Goodie Mob was Cujo and Timo. Me and Shawty was solo. I was in East Point Chain Gang. So once we started and got that, me and Shawty went and recorded Get Up, Get Out. Timo and Cujo was on Call It a While. Once the album came out, went platinum. Their 3rd single was Get Up, Get Out. LA, Ian Burt, all of them came, sat down with Reek and was like, yo, instead of breaking y'all up, y'all are the Goodie Mob. So when that happened, the whole dungeon was the Goodie Mob. That's when everybody was the Goodie Mob. So it's like for us starting out where it was 4 of us, all we thought about was who next to us that we could pull in. Yeah. So me, Breeze, Joe, Backbone, Timo, Witch Doctor. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you look at that, that's what kept us together just from the beginning, knowing that, hey, bro, it's just us. Yeah. If we don't trust in us, then we ain't really got none. And at the same time, in this industry, soon as you become successful, people are going to come to kill, steal, and destroy. You know, and, you know, you can be in a group and everything can be great, but one thing that you never know is another person's greed level for self.
1,000%. Or power struggle.
Yeah. You just never know until money start coming around. And I think that my biggest thing was I wasn't going to leave regardless. Yeah. And I knew that after the 3rd album, it was just a tumultuous time for us because we put out Get Rich. The South was pissed at us. The West Coast was loving us. Yeah.
Why was the South pissed?
They wanted us to stay in
Cell Therapy mode.
Yeah, like the second album was so powerful.
So powerful.
What's the third album? Still Standing?
No,
yeah, still
World.
that's the second album was still standing.
The third one was World Party.
World Party, right? Okay.
Which I thought had a masterful campaign.
Yeah.
In terms the music changed, but what it looked like was amazing.
It was great, and I think the only thing that hurt us was LaFace was sold in the middle of our album coming out. And, you know, I tell people, I'm like, think about this, bro. You have built your whole career for 10 years straight in this certain pipeline, these certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wake up in the morning
and they quit on your ass.
and it ain't nothing. It's nothing. It's like, man, we go downtown, we see LA Babyface, and then the Arista situation was just what it was. But with the Arista situation, shit, if you wasn't TLC, Outkast, or Usher, boy, shit.
Oh, that's how y'all felt?
That's how it was. I mean, like the first time we went to Arista, we was looking at the wall like, well, we don't see us.
I remember that. Y'all always felt like that.
Yeah,
too.
we like, well, okay, all right. Yeah, shit, we got in there. We sat down with Clive. Clive said, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all want to hear a Whitney Houston song?
Talking about Clive Davis.
Yeah. I'm saying that Whitney Houston song. Talk to me about some real shit. You played the Whitney Houston song. It went off. He said, thank y'all very much for your time. I got another meeting. I said, God damn.
And this is, man,
So what were y'all in there to meet with him about?
man. Appreciate y'all niggas for coming to doors that way.
What were y'all there to meet with him about?
God.
Bro, we went gold twice.
And what was there some requests that y'all? Is this
Yeah, like,
after,
this was after
TLC had?
Yeah. So, you know, it's like,
the waterfall, goddamn.
it's like, God damn. Like, bro, it's like, buddy, you don't make enough money for me to even talk to you, man. I'll holler at y'all later.
And I
man.
forget about Tony. Don't forget about Tony Braxton.
You know, and I was just like, you know, from there, I just always felt like, first of all, they got mad at me out the door.
They?
The label. They cause you got
You too vocal. You talk too much. That's what they saying, ain't?
Well, it's not even that. It's just that we get our first gold record and we standing there and LA, them sitting at the table like, Goodie Mob, man, yeah, boy, you with us, way, we got a gold record. And Gipp said, shit, yeah, I know we got a gold record, but I just want y'all to know we were organized noise. And they were kind of like, damn.
And so Organized Noise was the furnishing company to
LaFace.
Correct.
And it is a rookie mistake, but I was just
loyalty.
so loyal to whatever they say, go. And whatever they want us, how they want us to react, that's how I'm
was
gonna
Uncle
react.
Brother.
You
They
know
were
what I mean?
Uncle Brother.
And I was just trying to let them know, hey, bro, yeah, I know this shit has started, the money here, the gold records, but I understand. You know what I mean? That was for Reek. That was for Dre. That was for goddamn. You know what I mean? LA was kind of like, damn, okay, shit, Gipp. You know what I mean? And I understood, but I was just like, man,
So you were like the union leader on the job. You got factories and jobs me and work at.
because,
and then you got the guy that's, hey man, we need a union.
Yeah.
And they said, what you need a union for?
Yeah.
And so I understand that the bosses don't always like that.
They don't like that. So
Yeah.
then the next thing was, okay, Gipp, we're about to go into the next phase of this. We want y'all to sit down. Want y'all to start making some records about girls. Y'all don't make no record about the girl.
Now, first of all, hold on.
This is a real conversation.
So y'all got the good die most level bullshit.
Yeah.
Is what Goodie Mob. So you guys in what Public Enemy brought to New York and what Ice Cube gave to LA, gave to Los Angeles music, you guys were and are for us. The good die most level bullshit, even if you look at the Goodie Mob logo with the black strong man hanging with a noose, it was powerful. So on Soul Food, man, we in a way that other people had not, you validated Southernness as intelligent, as conscious, as purposeful, And much like me, I've identified with my career. Hey man, where the girl record at?
Right.
Y'all came with beautiful skin.
They like, fuck that. I don't want to hear that.
Beautiful skin
Where your whole record at?
was an amazing.
Where your one record at? Where your whole record
but what's wild is in Atlanta, you got like sisters like my sister Taj, man. Everybody know Taj over in the Fort Worth. She's a spiritual sister. She's a doula to a lot of women. She and she's a community sister. She loves, and Taj like a good twerk record too. But what's amazing about her is that she exemplifies to me the Goodie Mob thought process and the women that like y'all. If you went to a Goodie Mob show, you would see sisters jam and they have on the head wraps, they have on the big hoops. They beautiful sisters. They love the group. They love the message. They was fine as all outdoors.
Yeah.
The why didn't Beautiful Skin ever get a video? And this is out the second album. This is still standing.
Oh yeah.
So first we get Soul Food, we get y'all around, you know, praying on the covers, absolutely beautiful cover, striking. We get Cell Therapy. Next record you guys come out with Still Standing, which is one of the flawlessly classic albums ever made out of South. I mean, this motherfucking album is flawless.
Yeah.
It is flawless. It will compete with any Outkast record you put up. It will compete with any Ball and G record you put up, any UGK record you put up, any group record you ever put up that exemplifies the South. And to me, Beautiful Skin is, as a fan, I was just like, where's the video? Where's the video where they can see all our girls just ain't twerkers, that our women could get they like the instance?
Because again, we were in the era where it had just started happening, you know, like I said, the first time, that was my first mistake. The second mistake was, boom, the record go gold. First thing they do, they take us to the office. They say, hey, man, y'all gold now. Let's go ahead and sign the publishing agreement. I stood up and said, hell no. I ain't signing no publishing agreement. CeeLo looked at me. Joe looked at me. Why you ain't signing an agreement, but that $250,000? I said, shit, $250,000, that's great for Outkast. But for $4, man, we getting $2.
Yeah.
So I got up from that meeting and walked away. My group was so mad at me.
So
man.
you the Hosea Williams of the group?
Yeah, all day. I'm bucking. And the reason why I did that was because of what the old man told me. If you gonna sell when you at the end of your career, so you can go to the mailbox the rest of your life. So at the end of the day, for me, that was my thinking. You know what I mean? Like, like we too early. This the first album, this second album. Like we ain't gonna have no money. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I left that meeting, and then the next thing we go to LaFace, and LaFace say, hey man, about to get y'all on out here and goddamn start doing these radio dates. I was like, hell no. Promo. Yeah. You know, I'm sitting at the house. You know, on Money Moan coming to the house. Moan Red. Man, we ain't getting no goddamn money out there, man. We getting goddamn per diem, man. $50. Man, what $50 gonna do? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, Gippy was on the road, Outkast. First show, man, we went to Dallas, Texas. Y'all were opening up for Tony, Greg Street. And we was standing out there on the field. I said, God damn, boy, we ain't made it, boy. We ain't made it. But then 200 Dre be like, man, ain't no goddamn money around, man. So I'm like, okay, $50 per diem. Okay, Outkast. This, okay, Moan.
And per diem is what the label gives you to eat every day. So.
Yeah, to eat. But when we look at, we like, this is the beginning of these big radio shows. We going everywhere. It's 4,000-5,000 people out there. We ain't getting per diem. Yeah, Blue goddamn do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then I got my manager over here like, I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all gonna eat all that shit. I said, I know we ain't gonna eat all that shit. But
yeah, that's Bernard Parks we talking about, y'all, man.
So I knew it was bad when we showed up in D.C. and they put all 4 of us in one room. I was like, hell no.
Oh, man. So urban radio is notorious for getting the talent when it's on the come up and cheap.
So I'm looking at it like, we can't do this, y'all. Record label like, man, Gipp, if y'all don't do this, it's gonna hurt y'all.
It's gonna hurt.
And I said, you know what? Before I take that, I go work for myself. Give me 2 buses. I need 14 band members. and let me go on the road. That decision gave us the opportunity to do the first live tour with the Roots and the Fugees.
Yeah.
That became a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Because of what the Fugees had going on during that tour. We all started the tour off. We all got backpacks on and everything. By the middle of the tour, man, Wyclef was in that motherfucker said, "We platinum now." Hey, man. Hey, we all in the dressing room and he's singing that. I'm just like, damn, that killing me softly. That's when Shawty was like, "Hey, Gipp, next shit don't work. I had to go sing, Shawty."
And the next shit is World Party.
That's World Party. And
I remember seeing in the Source magazine, World Party's advertisement. It was, and I thought it was just getting bigger and blowing up because, yeah, World Party was genius in that had it locked in or had the sound match the advertisement, to me, you would have had Goodie Mob doing Afro beats before Afro beats. You would have been reggaeton before reggaeton.
Organized didn't do nothing on the album.
Yeah,
I never got a chance to do that because as soon as the album came out, Low was like, "I'm out."
Yeah,
right.
So I never got the tour on the record that came out and did 800,000 the first 2 months.
I mean, it was crazy. I mean, when you look at it, it was like y'all standing next to indigenous people from across the world, and it really did show to me Goodie Mob was a world-class act that brought the grain of that brought the people that was centered. Like, man, nobody partied like poor people.
Yeah.
Nobody partied like poor people. And I always felt LaFace and Arista missed a grand opportunity to make you guys a global band and brand in the way the Fugees became, in the way the Roots have become, in the way that Erykah Badu became. I thought Atlanta was less because that album, which sold more, didn't get better received.
They didn't understand us still in the label.
Yeah.
Certain people did. Shanti Dawes, love you. Billy Woodruff, got a shout out with Billy. Billy always went to war for us. DL Ward, DL always went.
Shout out to DL.
He always went to war.
Did he do the art for that
one?
He
did all the arts off of every album.
Yeah.
You know,
and he's now an artist, so y'all support DL.
I just think that it would trip us out when we be up in LaFace, man. They be up in there playing DMX. I'd be like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's New York hard, but this A-Town hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how you fuck with New York hard, but don't fuck with A-Town hard? I didn't understand that. You know what I mean? So just being inside of the label.
Even in the groups that won competition, because D was a phenomenon, but in the way that New York supported Black Moon, in the way that New York supported Brand Nubian,
yeah,
in the way Poor Righteous Teachers got supported.
And New York supported us.
Yeah, absolutely. They loved y'all in New York in the beginning more than Outkast.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Because we basically always came in and went to the college radio.
Yeah.
Outkast came in with the hot one. I'm saying, you know, they went to the big shit. So, but if you look at it, it was still a great way to attack the industry because you had Cass here and you had us under the bottom. We were killing all the colleges, all the HBCUs. It was like shit. It was wonderful for us. And then it just started changing once. I think the second album, Still Standing, we got a different crowd. Then we started seeing our crowds turn into white, like Outkast. It was a mixture of people. And now we at Ivy League colleges, now HBCUs, and you know, and I just think that we graduated from an Eagle to a motherfucking Prevost. You know, this shit just started changing. But
just so y'all know, an Eagle is an old tour bus. Shots, and it might have been a stick shift and everything. A Prevost was a lot more luxurious.
Who did the production on World Party?
Who did the production on World Party? We got production from everybody.
Well, Organized one on there, was it?
Yeah.
What song like?
Party all night.
Okay.
Fiesta. That's Organized.
Right.
So yeah, Organized was on there, but you know, we spent a lot of times with Muggs with that album.
Right. Okay.
In New York. We recorded that album at Muggs' house and spent a lot of times here just
hold on.
DJ Muggs from Cyprus.
Time in New York recording, but in from my point of view, I just thought that y'all hated New York.
No. We never hated New York.
That time we ran into each other at the BRE music convention in Nashville, and y'all wanted to jump on Puff.
Y'all gonna beat up Puff?
Yeah.
What? Hold on.
Yeah, he was gonna
what
get
did
it
he
that
do?
day.
Y'all didn't get no invite to the party?
Arista had a stage for all the radio programmers and all this stuff, and we had sound check, meaning 112 had sound check, and they was behind. So we're all on Arista, so we trying to get our sound check right. Puff feels like if this don't go right, we finished. We gotta have all these programmers be excited and happy. We not knowing that we done went over into Goodie Mob's time.
Yeah.
So Goodie Mob walking back and forth in front of the stage, and they come to the side of the stage, and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, I wonder do they know we from Atlanta? Because somebody had a axe without the hand, without the.
I was that was Joe Goodie,
and I was just like, might have had a red skull cap on it or something. I was just like, let me go talk to my bros from the South. They didn't want to hear it. I was like, ooh. I said, don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Hey.
We got up out of there, boy.
You gonna get it that day?
Hey, look here, man. They say, give it. They say, man, Puff out here, goddamn, he on one. Reek, goddamn, hey, everybody come here. Nigga too loud. We straightening that shit today. Huh? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, Reek.
But Puff done went on. Y'all went on up there and sound check. We walked outside. Puff, he just started picking up bats and chain. They were picking up anything they could find. They
Shit like the Warriors.
Yeah, like the world. We all lined up.
And
and
you know, from an Atlanta nigga, you can tell when Atlanta nigga on some shit. Now everybody else ain't noticing. I'm like, this shit ain't feel right.
They done got
These
too
niggas
quiet.
ain't smiling at a nigga. What's up, Atlanta? What's up, homeboy? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
It was like, and that was the first time. That was when Big Rule stepped in front. And it was like, wow, like everybody was like, today we got to get their respect check.
that was the first time.
That was the first time. And that's
It was
really
another time?
that's when him and Reek really kind of had, okay.
Puff and Reek.
Yeah, Puff and Reek kind of start, that's how we led up to having a
picnic.
OMP bad boy. Because
So
it
that's
was like,
late 96, mid 96.
because it was like, to me, Rico was the Puff dad of the South.
For sure.
So it was like to see them two converse back and forth. Oh, Reek was the one that could handle Puff.
So this happened
like,
after the
yeah, like
So
he-
Reek was
before the
really
picnic.
Reek amongst the big three. You look at the three-headed monster: Dallas Austin, Jermaine Dupri, and Rico Wade. Rico seems like the one.
Rico is the most streetest.
Yeah, and
He the
beyond
most
that,
Atlanta.
he
Yeah,
had-
the
he
most
didn't
Atlanta.
have the adoration for New
Ain't no
York
way.
that the other two had. It seems that though Rico, it's talked about going to do a show up there with PA and coming back and realizing, hey man, no, we got to do this shit our way. We can't keep trying to impress New York. Rico was the one who was in direct challenge.
Yeah.
Because at the time you were in New York, media was there, press was there, whoever was king of New York was king of rap. But Rico was like, nah, this is Atlanta, and it's gonna be distinctly Atlanta, and we're gonna be self-governed and self-ruled.
And it made us go into the studio like that. Like it made us think every day how we gonna beat them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that situation and the source is what I think put
Source
a chip
Award.
on. Yeah, it put a chip on all our
Source the magazine or the award?
the award show
Okay.
itself, because I think that us being in that situation and feeling like our success didn't matter to nobody, it was like, okay, cool, then it's on then.
Yeah.
And like I tell, even when I sat down with Nori and everybody, I was like, bro, you gotta understand, we blitzed motherfuckers for 10 years straight. Like a lot of y'all didn't get past your second album. Like we were still every album. We the only crew that dropped. Organized Noise dropped 2 classics, first Outkast album, 2 classic Goodie Mob albums.
Yeah.
Who else did that?
Yeah, that's real.
Who else did that?
That's real.
And when you looked at it, that's why Reek was so like, man, they don't want us to have a voice at the table. They just want us to work for the table.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that. And if we got to work for the table, then we'll be goddamn, we enemies then.
Let me say this. Let me say this. I think that in living in New York and working with Puff for many years, especially from 94 to like 96, and seeing Puff come down here when his situation with Andre Harrell had ended, and he really was coming to get some game and reinvent, and he's fucking with Dallas. He's fucking around. He's getting out here, you know, trying to soak up game. He's fucking with Kev. He's fucking with Divine. And at the point where when I saw that happening between you all, I was just like, I don't even know if they know how much the South had influenced Puff. Like, Puff was a fan. Like, literally a fan.
I tell people all the time, man, Puff Daddy ain't nothing but Divine Stevens.
On Hood.
Zaga.
What you mean by that?
Man, your whole style, your dance, everything.
Soak it up.
But when you met that guy, that's when you found your flavor.
Yeah. And even Biggie, down to the Kangos. Biggie wasn't a
Kango
rock.
like,
yeah, I'm going to have to throw K. Wells in there.
And K. Wells.
Yeah.
I mean, that because, hey, man, K. Wells been a slick nigga for College Park for a long time. So it's
original
like,
West Side.
Original
West Side.
You know, but I look at it like you got to look at it that knowing how much game you got, and then when you got the money, how much you was very, very letting people know, I got the money.
I got the money. Yeah, for sure.
But see, you got the money and you ain't halfway as talented as no nigga in Atlanta.
But here's probably the difference.
I feel you.
This is assumption. This is assumption.
Yeah.
We was 20 blocks away from Harris to headquarters.
Right.
Y'all was 1,000 miles away from.
Yeah.
So he had more access to the building.
And we understood
And that's
that.
why I was just wondering, like, damn, well, how often are they up there? Because when y'all played SOBs, the first time y'all played SOBs and killed it in New York went nuts, I was in there.
You had to.
And I was the most proud moment for me. But when I see how you guys was like ecstatic after the show, like, we killed them, I knew it was a victory for the South.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of these young artists don't realize. Like, niggas had the front line.
Yeah.
SOBs
Some
was hell.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't no Atlanta rappers being invited to do shit.
Yeah.
In New York.
Anything past DC.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Because everybody was at SOBs, like all the reporters, MTV, all the
Everybody was there.
It was like Apache, small.
Yeah, exactly.
You had to walk out of the dressing room through the crowd to the
To go,
stage.
for sure.
And they be right up on you, like right in your face.
And that's why when you look at the game today, you say, how did these motherfuckers sell all these records that came to them?
Yeah, y'all put on a hell of a show. If anybody has missed the Goodie Mob
you
show,
look at it.
you missed the show. You guys, I remember hearing you guys rap, and when the next verse comes up, it's almost like y'all in unison. The person step back, the next person step up.
Yeah.
It was. You can tell you're being entertained.
And they get better and better too.
Yeah, and it's just. I remember.
I don't ever not want to see that. I'm gonna take the moment to say this right now. I don't ever not want to see y'all four niggas doing what he just was saying.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see
y'all
that.
perform, yeah.
I don't care what's going on. Like, I don't know what happened with 112, but I don't never want to see it not be what we know it is.
Yeah, 112 just 56 now.
That's hard.
No, for real.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's
you know,
too
no,
hard, man.
I ain't even saying it for the joke. It's like I just saw
That's a good
112
ass joke,
announce
though.
they going out. I just saw they going out, and I said, "Who are these other two niggas?" And I say that
And the fans
as-
in Atlanta went crazy. Like, this is horrible.
yeah, this is like just as a cue to Slim, like
It
Slim.
went viral.
Please, man,
It went so viral.
We need the 112, not just the 56, man.
That
Please.
the 112 that's touring cut off their comments.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
a hard thing because
It's a
like,
hard thing.
even with us, man, like the group, to stay out here and move around, you have to love this.
Yeah.
Now, I've always loved the road. I've always loved going to see it, and when other people be like, shit, man. This
But you
shit,
never meet a stranger either, Gipp. You got friends.
Yeah, how the fuck you and Ali and Nelly get cool? I remember seeing that I didn't even figure them to be the same kind of niggas.
I got, that's so hard.
DJ
like,
Muggs, Cypress Hill, like y'all.
Man, I don't know. I think it's I have always had a connection with folks that live outside of what the industry says is correct. Those are my friends.
Me too.
Yeah, like that. Those are my friends. I want to holler at the man with the Chucks on before I holler at the dude with the goddamn J's. I'd be like, man, come on, man. He don't give a fuck. You do. I'd rather fuck with that. You know, and I think that me having a real relationship with Corrupt, I've been with Corrupt since, me and him been tight since probably, man.
One of the rawest rappers.
20 years.
Like, what people don't understand, like, I did my first, Goodie Mob did our first, radio tour in LA with the Dog Pound. So when our first record came out, their first record came out, we were performing together at the record stores in South Central.
Promo.
So you gotta understand, I'm with Corrupt, I'm with Dad, and we get there and 1 minute we think it's cool, and we would watch them niggas go out there, and that shit would turn into LA. And I'm just like, wow, you know what I mean? Like look at this shit. Like, LA was a different beast back then, and you had to go and holler. I told Nelly this. I said, bro, you gotta understand, when I got with y'all need this land all up in Hollywood, man. That shit was not going on in the 90s, man.
Yeah.
Like no rappers was in Hollywood. And you know, and I was telling him, I was like, bro, you used to have to come here. You had to go see Scotty Spencer. Scotty Spencer, he was the man that took you through the hood. If you didn't go with Scotty Spencer, you was in danger. And Scotty Spencer you gonna go see Mike Concepcion. You gonna go to Mike Concepcion house, and then he gonna take you to, bro. Goodie Mob was at the gang meeting with Jim Brown at Jim Brown house.
Man, I can't.
Damn.
I met every leader of every Crip set, Blood set at James Brown house.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown, I'm sorry.
Man, I can't.
And I was standing there like, this is some shit here, bro.
Yeah.
This.
I remember we dropped, again, my whole thing was just to show people you can. And we did drop on the TV show Trigger Warning with Killer Mike, we dropped the Cripple Colon Blood Pop. I remember Blue, Long Beach. So, hey, Mike, you know, I know you got homies on the blue side. You know, they thumbs it up, say, man, you know, the homies on the other side, they just want to meet with you, talk with you. So it's me and my manager, Will, who is from Northern California. But Will's white guy. Brad Pitt, handsome guy. Me and Will, and the fucking Roscoe's with a table of blood. Shouts out Miss Sent from Peru. Yeah. And I just remember going to this shit like, Lord, I know I gotta die, but not like, you know, I don't want to die like this today, you know. And I'm sitting there, you know, Blues with me, all my partners who out there, you know, it's fucking 60s to be honest. So I'm just like, I get out there, I get to the table, and I just got to be truthful and honest. Hey, this is why I did it. This is my, you know, this is why. And I remember, man, motherfuckers just at the table so highly suspicious at first, but once Miss Sent showed love and once they understood that I'm really just trying to provide an example for what we can do together, you know, versus I don't want to make money. This ain't my thing. I remember how the tension started to come down and the admiration started to come up and engagement. But I can imagine being in Jim Brown.
Yeah, LA was a different beast back then.
Yeah.
Like, LA was like LA was a different beast because it was really like, I mean, we was at we had the swap meet. Joe go around the corner, he come back, hey bro, man, 3-4 niggas and banged on me. Crap! You know, Joe like, damn. So it was so funny about it. We left there, got to the hotel, or got to where we was. Joe was just like, shit, we was at a little radio show or something, but we in the neighborhood. So Joe just started walking down the street. No. I'm talking about the homie pulled right up. Who on the show with Dub C? TJ.
Yeah, CJ Mack.
CJ Mack.
Big homie, CJ
the
Mack.
big homie. Pulled up, put Joe in the car, and brought him back to the spot. Said, Joe, you can't walk down the street like this, cuz.
Big CJ Mack.
Yeah. CJ was like, you can't do this. This is what you can't do in LA. And from that day, we was always hooked up in LA with somebody. The first person, this is what's so gangster about LA. The first people to fall in love with us in LA was La Raza.
I was gonna say it was the Mexicans.
Kid Frost.
Viva La Raza.
Kid Frost was the first person to book Goodie Mob.
Wow.
Really?
When we came in, we performed for the Southsiders first.
This for La Raza.
That's when Muggs pulled up and said, you know this, yeah. That's when Be Real pulled up, and I'm like, you really him, ain't you? Yeah, I'm really him, Gipp. And I learned like, oh, this is a code, this is a lifestyle, and this the law.
Decades ago.
It's like this the law. Like you gotta understand. And these folk out here, they wrote the book.
They wrote it. And Mind you, I had a totally separate experience because if we went to LA, we was creeping, had 3 police, we going in and we going out.
And you were 112.
We had the bad boy jackets on.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, you couldn't do it. Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah. And see, they would get mad at me because as soon as I jump off the plane in LA, I'm in the hood. I'm with Hump. I'm with
What up, Hump?
I'm over there messing with Corrupt and his crew. And it's like, what that did for me, it showed me that one thing I learned about Corrupt is that he one person on the south side, and when he get home, he another person. And that's what I had to learn being amongst them. And, you know, I be homie, Big U. He was the first one. When Big U came home, Big U, they had a dinner for Big U. And Corrupt said, hey, man, we going to see Big Brother. And I'm like, huh? He said, man, Draw's out. Going to see Draw tonight. We go see Draw. And I remember we pulled up. It was me, he had me and Uzi with him. Uzi got on a Falcon jacket. Jesus Christ.
Fiery.
Oh, Lord. It got Eastwood in the parking lot. They all kind of just going, everybody just looking and whispering. Like, who is this? Oh, the audacity.
Who's the one?
Yeah, who's the one in there? Yeah, he trying to be friendly with everybody. What's up, cuz? He's like, no. Nope. Five look. And but that day, after that day, you became somebody that part of my life. The West Coast Wolf, Big Wolf out there.
Mm-hmm.
Playboys out the valley.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much Gipp. Iceman. The Iceman. That's pretty much Gipp, you know. And when you say, how you hook up with Nelly, Gipp? Well, Gipp was on the run. Gipp was
on the run?
I was on the run from the police, man. I was about to put somebody to sleep down there, downtown. Yeah, I ran up on, he was in the wrong neighborhood. He had the wrong house, baby mama type shit. Oh, man. He said, my child out here, he think he gonna play tough boyfriend, and I'm like, Jesus.
We might have some subtitles on this.
Let me. We gotta wrap. But Gipp, I want you to come back because you got more stories we need to hear. But I want to talk about something that's important to me.
What's that?
Because people, oftentimes that were fans of Goodie Mob, they believers in, of course, community. They believers in, essentially Black power, liberation.
Yeah.
With Gipp being a part of that, oftentimes it's assumed that Gipp is damn near socialist. Gipp don't want to own nothing. That Gipp doesn't believe in, in capital interest in terms of making some money and stuff. But you've always been a member of that group that even beyond music, has set out to make some money.
Yeah.
And when I saw you legally get into the marijuana and cannabis business in Georgia, talk about your business and what you're doing and how we can support what you're doing. Because even if it ain't by way of just buying the music, old music or new music, I want to be able to spend my money with somebody I love, trust, and adore.
Okay, so I give you a very short form. How I even got into cannabis, corrupt. I was on the first Moon Rock mixtape, and that was the first time in the studio he showed me what the Moon Rock was, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, you about to make $1 million out. And I was like, so after that, I was like, cool, I need to get into this. At the same time, I'm getting ready, I'm about to put it out. We started shooting a short film in LA. Boom, the pandemic hit. My daddy called me and say, man, I got cancer. I ain't gonna be here in 8 months. I said, okay, I'm coming home. I came home and I started treating daddy with these cannabis products, and they were too strong for him. He was a drinker, didn't like the feeling of cannabis. He was like, man, y'all crazy. I don't know why y'all like this shit. You know what I mean? So he was like, I said, okay, I can't give him the THC. Let me just try the CBD stuff. So then when I tried the CBD stuff, bro, daddy lived for 2 more weeks. He left the hospital. He left everybody on his floor died. And just the little bit of CBD I was able to get into his system, he set up and said, I'm hungry. I want to go home. He ate a meal he hadn't eaten in about a week. He went back home, and I said, I'm going to use this energy to start a business.
Yeah.
And during the pandemic, I just started going around to all these CBD shops, and I just started hand to hand like I was in the street. And I built it up all the way up where we was in, 8, 9 states. I flipped, I got pain gels, I got CBD sticks, I got tinctures, I got, and then I went off into this.
Yep, tell us about it.
I went off into this. I went off into mocktails. So I'm at this convention, and I see this man, his name Dr. Ram. Dr. Ram was over there like, yo, Gipp, I've done this invention where I've taken all the alcohol out, kept the alcohol taste, but I infused it with cannabis. I said, damn, man, that's new. He said, well, come check it out. I started getting and manufacturing this Zaga label. Started having every Wednesday nights we would have a Zaga bar. Now, I did a lot of this stuff out here in the street, and then all of a sudden downtown in that Gold Dome, they looked up and seen, who is that? That's Gipp. Next thing I wake up in the morning, they said they trying to outlaw everything. And I said, now you know that's because of Gipp. They want to do that. So I said, okay. I said, okay, let me go and get my friends together. Let's go down here and change some rules. So we went down there and we changed some rules. Then they made Gipp take this actual product and move it to Tennessee. So I got this product right here.
What's the name of it again?
This is Zaga.
Yeah.
This is my whiskey. This is my vodka. This is my rum. I got everything you can get out of the liquor store in mocktails. So I'm in Memphis. I'm in Nashville. I'm in Chattanooga. I'm in Knoxville. And what we doing, since they made us change the levels, I had to make new products. So now September, I'm probably gonna start in Atlanta. I will let y'all know. Everybody right now that has a barbershop or a salon, let me give you some game.
I know a guy with a barbershop.
Yes, sir. And I need to be with you. I need everybody that got a barbershop salon. Go to the Georgia Agriculture and get you a cannabis hemp license to sell hemp. It's $300. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna start in September. I'm gonna take about 2,000 to 3,000 cans, and I'm gonna put them on strictly in the streets of Atlanta. I want everybody to sign up. I come and do in-stores at your barbershop or your salon, and I will also bring you a product that you can sell to your customers. We sell this off in our salon. My little brother, him and his wife, we've been in salon business really all our life. And little bro, they like 20 years. So if you can't get it online, you can always go to Riverdale to the actual salon and get it. And my thing is this. The reason why I do this is because I can drink, have a taste of alcohol, but at the same time, I'm not drunk. I never liked the feeling of being drunk because it takes me out of being clear.
Yeah.
So for me personally, this is just the beginning of what I'm doing. It's like we do these short stacks and then we move into cans.
Yeah.
And I'm the only black man in Atlanta that got a deal directly with Empire.
Yeah.
So,
congratulations.
I'm trying to really just show people that you can do it without them, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like the business model of what they set the rap game up on. Of you always got to go and get somebody else to put their hand on it for it's real. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I believe you go put the work in, you can get anything anybody else can get. You just got to go and put the work in, know where the product, know how to get your product made, and know how to have it where it's state regulated. It's like, if you ain't got all this on the back of it, it's over with. So you got to look that a lot of the black people that got into the CBD business and all that, y'all they out now because all the rules are changing because they started seeing that black people were making money from this.
Yeah.
But CBD and all that shit been around for years. But as soon as they see us start conjugating and start showing each other how to run businesses with this stuff, now all the rules change. So I would just tell anybody, man, I am a person that nobody can own Gipp.
Yeah.
Like nobody can own Gipp. And I would tell anybody out here, man, go outside of what you do and never let nobody tell you need them to do nothing.
Yeah.
You only need the knowledge to do something.
Yes, sir.
And the attitude to break whatever ceiling they got above your head.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
So much like John Lewis, man, thank you for encouraging us to stay in good trouble. Thank you for being loud and unspoken and for encouraging conscious from a Southern perspective. Thank your father for raising such a man, you know what I mean? And we just love and respect you immensely and hope this is not your last time.
Thank you, man.
Love and respect, man. Appreciate you. Conversate, man. We the Conversate with Gipp, man.
Gipp said it's over with.
Point. See y'all another episode.
That's what happened, though, bro.
Hey.
I was on the run.
My name's Michael Render. They call me Killer Mike. And this is Conversate. I just want to conversate. I just want to conversate, which I want to convert. Conversate's not a real word, but I encourage questioning. I want to encourage thought. I want to conversate. I want to have discussions with people that I may not agree with or that I may not understand and try to gain perspective. I think we all should be doing that. We all should be in talk. You know, we all should be in a constant state of talking because that's what precedes organizing and mobilizing and revolutionizing and changing things. I believe in the power of conversation. I believe in Conversate. So I'm here to talk. I'm here to talk and I'm here to listen and learn. And I'm here to have people impress upon me different ways and thoughts and mentality. I believe in conversation. I believe in jive, talking, and rapping. What do you call it? I'm a rapper. I'm rapping. But before rappers were rapping over beats for money, I want to exchange some respect with one another, you know? So we're going to conversate. We're going to check it out. Yeah. Conversate with Killer Mike. Hey, y'all got a question for my crew? You want to talk to me, Bear Swift, to anybody and ask them something? I want you to come check us out at conversatewithkillermike@gmail.com. Send your questions in, send your thoughts and concerns, and we're going to make sure we get them up online, whether we discussed, talked about, and hey, we even might invite you on the show. Let's conversate.